Just a disclaimer, I've had this strange illness and my voice is absolutely wrecked from it. I literally went to the health clinic the other day and they never told me what I had. Literally all they said was, "Yup, you sure do have a sore throat. Here's some throat numbing spray." So as to not destroy my voice any more than it already is right now, I will be giving you the world's quietest story time video. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. When I was in high school, I worked a band competition called the Power Band Classic Invitational. This event is where a bunch of bands from across the state come to perform and compete. This event is held at Lake Hamilton High School, a school with one of the most prestigious bands in the country, which I am in, but that's no big deal. Because of this, I know a lot of the ins and outs of most things regarding band. During this event, I manned the camera and recorded every band that came to the competition in prelims. I was stationed on the front sideline, so I was able to be up close and personal with each band. The biggest thing I noticed during my time was how drastically different these bands were. Some were big, some were small, some had cool props, some had none. Some had luxurious electronics, some barely had a front ensemble. In other words, some schools had better band organizations than others. I thought about why these organizations were so different. In the band world, there are many misconceptions about this topic. Some believe it's because some bands have less talented players. This is wrong because some of the best bands in the state, best marching bands in the state at least, don't have that many all-state players, which is one of the greatest achievements for an individual and band, but not so much for the entire ensemble. Some also believe it's because of motivation issues. This can kind of be reasoned, but band is a school activity, and just like school, we go even though sometimes we really don't want to. And the most common belief, I believe, is bad leadership from the band directors. This is also a pretty reasonable idea, but there are definitely other issues that surpass this in probability. This brings me to my current theory, where these bands are located. It's no secret that many regions in Arkansas differ a lot economically, politically, and individually. Northwest Arkansas is probably one of the most well-off regions in the state. They have a lot of infrastructure and a lot of people. They also have some of the best bands in the country, such as Bentonville, Fayetteville, and Russellville. Central Arkansas holds the capital of the state in Hot Springs, a pretty good tourist town, so they have some economic success. The bands in this region include Lake Hamilton, Conway, Bryant, and Benton, some of the powerhouses during state championships. Besides Lake Hamilton, however, most of these bands never really lead the state in terms of their prestige. They're great Arkansas bands, nothing more. The little rural pockets of Arkansas, such as Milani and Mena, don't have much of a shot at success. Their programs are small and their funding is smaller. It's very unfortunate because I've met some amazing musicians and people from these places. This pattern can imply that a big divider of successful bands and otherwise are class. The best bands are the rich bands and the worst bands are the poor bands. This is a very unfortunate pattern, but it holds up. Lake Hamilton receives hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding and sponsors, while bands like Milani feel lucky to receive any sponsorships. The status of the bands doesn't help either. Everyone knows Bentonville, the first Arkansas band to make finals and BOA Grand National Championships, but not everyone knows about Dirk High School. Seeing all this, I definitely felt some survivor's guilt. I was lucky enough to be raised in a city with an amazing high school band program, but most people in the state don't have that luxury. It felt very difficult to have pride in my work, knowing that so many other people do what we do if given the chance, but they were never given the chance, and they most likely never will. The success of my program is what kept me loving music my whole life, and I couldn't see a life without it. But if I didn't live in Lake Hamilton, I don't think I would have been so interested in music as I am now. It's a very interesting but unfortunate thing to think about. I hope you enjoyed this storytime ASMR video. The timing of this seriously this unique little video will entertain you a bit. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.